Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and yeah, I've been busy since the last episode. I uploaded all of my aspen wood over here. I haven't done anything further here. Now, bridges. Let's talk about bridges. Bridgegate is real. Bridgegate is a very real thing that many people got very serious about their covered bridges. And there were a number of suggestions following the last episode of bridge work, and I've acted on them. What can I say? So there was a comment that the gable ends where the acacia was looking a bit bland, with it being flat and uninteresting. So we've corrected that, and there was also a mention about the cross bracing in traditional box bridges. Now I couldn't replicate. I'm looking down because I want to hide this to the reveal. I couldn't replicate the genuine appearance, the, for want of a better word, the colonial look with a single cross brace going from one corner down to the other. If you imagine this block here and I was drawing a line, I couldn't replicate that, but I did do something different, which I think hopefully you're going to like. So let's turn around and head over here. So straight off, taken out those things, and we've now got chiseled cross braces running like that. I've chiseled this, so now the top of that is now a little bit more interesting as well. Replicated this all the way down. It's also a half a block thick, so if we come around the side, you can see that overhangs either side there. Now, the only thing that I would do to this more right now, apart from maybe putting a slightly few different woods into the bottom here just to kind of patch it up with maybe a bit of oak or something, would be to put some bush on it in traditional Minecraft. Unfortunately, shearing leaves in this doesn't work. You can't place them. So yeah, that's not an option for us. So I am calling that bridge finished. I'm sure there are many suggestions that many of you could come up with, and we could continue with that bridge forever. And yeah, we need to draw a line under it somewhere. So today we are drawing that line in the sand. The bridge is finished. Whee! Right. Having said that, we've done that. I don't know, you should technically take your saddles off horses and stuff, you know, there's proprietary, there's correct ways of doing things, and I'm not doing them correctly at all. So, let's talk about docks. Now, at the time I'm recording this, I haven't seen any feedback from this, so I don't know what people think to this. Personally, I think it looks ugly as sin. And I want to hide it as best we can. So let us see what we can come up with, shall we? Let's take some aspen. Now, here is a question. So if I take you and saw you up into planks and then do that and make some of that, and then maybe take you down like that, get my chisel, change the mode, let's go into that mode for starters. Now if I'm in here, I can jump out onto that, that's fine. Yeah, I want to take that out, I don't really want that there. So let us take that out. And we're going to place this, one of these here, and we're going to be, did I say 5 wide? Was it 6 wide? One, then 1, 2, 3, no, I think 5 wide. I think there is more than adequate. Let me quickly saw those up, and we'll make that like this, and then we'll go 1, 2 like this, and then this is going to come out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, I need more. And I think that's going to be the basic structure. Now we need to think about mooring posts as well, and we need to think, well, we need to think about a great many things actually. But what I really want to do first off the bat is pine, maybe. Let us have a look. If I go from here, I actually need to take the U out. And if I get a pine log there, can't say that I'm a big fan of that. And I can't. I've just been playing with chisels and bits, which is a brilliant mod, but really is not. Oh, I need a hammer, don't I, for that to work? And you can't chisel that anyway. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, you can't come out there. But that's fine. That's fine. We can still work with this here. Somehow. If I were a rich man. 3, 4. So if I done then 1, 2, 3, and if I were to go, oh god, how am I going to manage this particular issue? Well, what we'll do is we'll saw that up into planks for starters. We'll spin that around there. We'll get a bit of that, and we'll get you to there, and then go 1, 2, 3, and 4, like a zoo. And then we're going to do a little bit of drowning, so we can come down here like that. Now maybe a little bit deeper on the pine, just to take that down, just so it's not visible really. And I think that will take us out far enough to hopefully detract from that. I may go out one more. No, I don't think it's necessary. You know, the only problem to this, I'm just looking at this, the only problem to this design, it's difficult. It's difficult. Let me grab some more pine. Is that we're not going to be able to plop things on the dock easily, because it's going to be bonk, bonk. That should be deep enough, I think. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go to the bottom, but you know, it's far enough down that it's not immediately visible. And don't forget, it's going to be under this as well. So, and then 1 there. This is good. And then from there, we're going to go bonk. We're going to grab you. Bonk, bonk, and then 1, 2, 3, and bonk, like that. Grab that. We'll just drop down. I'm going to have to go and sleep in a moment, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is enough, isn't it? Yeah, 4's well enough. Oh crap! I'll trap myself. Okay. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. There are no such thing as problems, only solutions, and I can swim. So, yeah, let's quickly go and let's eat a bit of rotten rancid salad. Okay, that one's it. Lemons there. Oh, and I obviously was too hungry on that one because I really ate it vigorously and managed to even eat the bowl. That's a dried lemon. We'll finish off. I'm going to eat raw. Look at that. That's hardcore. That's what you call someone who's desperate. You'll notice my health has actually gone down quite a bit. It's nearly down by nearly 100. And that is because I am... Oh, bed's up here. I'm not eating the right diet. And when I say I'm not eating the right diet, at the moment the thing that is missing is dairy and grain, so we desperately need to fix that problem. We definitely need to fix that problem, and that problem obviously needs fixing along with the problem of having a whole bunch of cockerels right next to your bedroom. Clearly a design flaw. So, let us continue with, well, starters, yeah, we can finish off this first, I think. Let us get some of you and get up here and go bang, and then ba-bum, 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 up, not quite. I'm going to need more of this aspen, I think. Hopefully I've got enough. I really hope I've got enough. Oh, please have enough. There is one more thing at the top, isn't there? It is aspen, isn't it? Yes, thank God. Oh, I've got loads, actually. I'm sat there looking at that 16 going, oh, is that all I've got? And it's like, no, you've got more. Don't worry about it. Take a chill pill, John. You don't really have to worry about it. But it's worrying. When you think you've ridden out, when you consider that you've gone all the way over here to get some wood, and then you come all the way back, and you didn't have quite enough. In fact, I probably haven't got quite enough to do a double dock, the double dock I intended to do. Although, as I say, I might do something fancy with that. Now, this side, what I want to do, let me go over here. First things first, if I chisel you down to a half block, yeah, and then if I change your mode to slab mode, you can't do it, damn it. What I was hoping is that I could take out those four chunks and then take out some more with the slab mode, but you can't. So 2, 3, I'm going to take this right down at this point down to the bottom, just to 1 thick, and then here I think we're going to take it down to 2 thick, just so it goes all the way down like that. Yeah, I think that works. And yeah, I know this is like wearing out. This is kind of a toss-up, because this is obviously 4 planks, or 4 lumber to make a block, and then we use chisel durability is the resource we're using here rather than wood. Now the other way of doing it, of course, especially when you want to do that, is to use 8 lumber. Oh crap. And of course sometimes you cock up as well, just for good measure. And 8 lumber will give you a 1 thick board, but obviously it uses double the wood, but doesn't use any chisel durability. So it's kind of a trade-off. Do I use a bit of metal durability, a metal tool, or do I use more lumber? And I'm not sure whether there is a right answer or not, but there you go. This gives us a little start of a dock area anyway, and we don't desperately need to worry too much. Thank God I have a few spare. Let's have a look at that from... Yeah, it's alright. Would have been nice to get fences and stuff on it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with this chisel. Chiseling work we've done. I could potentially break a couple of these and make like mooring posts or something with detail mode, but I'm not sure whether it's worth it, to be honest. This is really just somewhere to plonk your boats next to. And as I say, we'll have a big one over there at some point. Right, let's have a look. Alright, let's take the boat out a little bit. Whoa, steady. And then try and bring it back in for a smooth docking. Right, and a smooth docking. Docking is the correct phrase, isn't it? Whoa, steady on there, boat. Into reverse, beep, beep. Boats don't reverse, I know. Alright, we need to bring you around here. We need you to slow down a goodly bit, and then bring you right up. Slowing down. Ah! That is not good. You bounced off. Yeah, I don't know whether that's the ground we're bouncing off. Or the dock. I'm not sure where the hitbox is, but clearly we've got an issue with something causing me some grief. Whoa. And I don't know what it is. It seems to be, I suspect, let us try this. If we go down one, and I'll get some more pine to go in there, and then try that, because I'm not sure whether it's the depth or the dock itself, but clearly something's causing a problem. Yeah, you can't mine underwater, can you? And that's an odd one. There. Fixed. Right. Let me just, because I'm not placing all that soil back anyway, that would be silly. Pine. I'm pining for some pine. Spruce. Oh, it was spruce. Or spruce, wasn't it? Yeah, alright, fine. We'll use it as spruce, not pine. I don't know why I thought it was pine. Other than I'm an idiot. Alright, let me just fix that. Oh, well. You know what? Beggars cannot be choosers, and well, they can be if they want to be. There's a lot of these sayings which make no sense. Of course, a beggar can be a chooser if the beggar so wants to be, then they can be a chooser. They may go hungry because they've been choosy, but of course they can be a chooser. You see, we are floating okay over this, but it seems to be more than a little bit glitchy with these. These boats are not necessarily the best, but they're certainly better than bog standard Minecraft boats by a long shot. Now that has just bounced off something. So I suspect there is a hitbox somewhere over there, just to that one side. And that's, oh, and then of course it spins round. Is the harbour concept going to be scuppered by... I mean, look, if you look here, there is a definite hitbox there. And there. I think what we've got is a with a hitbox above the tide line, above the water line here, which is interfering with this, which is also, my god, that does come out a fair way though, doesn't it? And you see this one, oh well, let me just go and sleep quickly and actually eat something as well. I really do need to sort my food out. I think the little one is probably going to be the punt. You have to be careful I say that. Is probably more tolerant, but right, well, there we go. Yeah, it's a shame. I was rather hoping that would work, but I suspect, in hindsight, that maybe that isn't going to be as forgiving. Now we could drop the dock to water level, and that might be. My nerves are gonna my nerves are not going to survive those chickens. If we drop the dock to water level, that might help. But of course we've just used most of the wood for that, so I'm not sure. I think on that note, I think we're going to leave that for a while, take a break, and maybe get some sheep shearing done, a little bit of housekeeping around the place, and yeah. Let me have a little think about what we're going to do next, and I will be back in a minute. Alright, well, I've been testing this out, and it is definitely a case that this is actually above the water. These sails jut out a block or so. It's not good. I don't think this pier design is going to work for these boats at all. So we might as well think about how we're going to use this as a decorative thing rather than what's the word I'm looking for? Let me go in here. This will do. Go and get the dried lemon. That can go in. This should be, well, stick in 1, 2, 3. We'll take those. That's enough. We'll put the rice in, and 1, 2, 3 of those. 4 of those. That's enough carrot. We'll grab it. We've got some fruit there. Yeah, I'm going to make some bread, make some sandwiches. Oh, I wanted some meat, didn't I? I don't think we've got a lot. What have we got? Dried meat, 4 point. Yeah, we'll take one of those. In fact, we'll just give that a little trim while at it. This dried meat, I'm definitely going to have to put the next batch of meat we make on for drying, because it just makes it last forever. I mean, this horse, I think we probably slaughtered this about maybe 1 or 2 in-game years ago. Where are we at now? Yeah, probably 1 or 2 in-game years ago when we actually killed this. So definitely that drying rack, that is the way to preserve meat. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the way to do your meat. If we can just get you, come on. So finicky, that thing. We definitely do need to do some more decorating around the place as well. Is it worth? You see, I'm in 2 minds whether I'm better off just cooking exactly what we need as we need it, rather than then make the bread. But the problem is this climate, everything just rots so fast in the summer. I need fresh water, typical. Which of course is an issue, you know, when you wanted to keep things going. And what I tend to find when you're playing TFC is it does become very much an exercise in juggling, trying to keep things going. You're trying to keep on top of your sheep, on top of your cows, milking your cows, familiarizing things, progressing, and yeah, it's a bit of a challenge at times, to say the least. Okay, so we got you. We just need to cook those up, and we can make ourselves a 1, 2, 3, 4-item sandwich because we haven't got any dairy. That's fine. We'll live with that until we get some milk sorted. I can drink the milk if actually that's probably not a bad idea. But have I got any fuel? Yes, I have actually. Let's cook you. Flint and steel, light it. I thought I actually... Yes, I did put some logs in there as well. So, we desperately need to improve our food intake. It's amazing just how... You see, the dairy is where we're suffering, dairy and grain. So we can up our grain intake. Protein is not a problem because we tend to eat that a lot just as it is. And of course we've got a whole bunch of chickens just waiting to be culled. Now it has been suggested that what I actually need to do with these is separate them. So I have a egg laying herd, or egg laying flock, I suppose would be the correct phrase, and a breeding flock. And I'm in agreement, especially if it gets those cockerels further away from me, because they're enough to drive you up the wall. They really are. Just look at them, so many. They just breed so fast, it's untrue. So yeah, we're getting there steadily. As I say, probably next thing we need to do is start thinking a little bit about getting up our metal stockpile, getting some more coppers, some bronzes, you know, the stuff that matters. Let's go for just a lightly cooked loaf, I think. There we go, lightly cooked loaf. Take those out. I'm going to pop those in here as well. We're going to make a meat sandwich with some carrot and some lemon. There we go. And that should give us a little bit of a boost. Lovely. And then we can sleep the night off. I can continue harvesting between episodes, and because we desperately need to harvest a lot of that stuff. And yeah, I think, I'm not sure exactly how long we've been going now, but that probably will see us for this episode. Let me know what you think about the dock problem and how we deal with, you know, the dock problem. It's not insurmountable. It's just what we do to best get around it. Really, do we do something different? Do we just make it a decorative thing? Do we drop this down just so the water level is actually the level of the dock as well? I mean, that is a option. It's not necessarily an option I like, but it is an option. Why am I not seeing a whole bunch of nasty, unpleasant killing machines out here? I really do feel like we should be getting one or two. No? Alright. So yeah, we've got to do, it's really now a matter of getting our diet up a bit, I think. Getting some familiarised cows. It was 3 in each will give me 9, and that will give me enough to make a barrel of cheese every day, which becomes a very viable food option. Now what we need to do is find a cow that is ready. No, none of you ready to be milked. What on earth is going on here? Because at the moment I've got 2 of these are milkable, and now it might be quicker to grab the rope and head out and drag some back and familiarise them in the stalls. Possibly, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, on that note, I'm going to call it a day. She achieved what I feel to be very little today, what has to be said. But yeah, anyway, sometimes you achieve lots, sometimes you achieve little, and this is one of those little days. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. and bye for now.